your friends, your neighbor, as many people as possible that are on your platform. Let them know that the major prophet of God has come with accurate prophecy. I am here because there's a revelation that God is showing to the major prophet of God that I said today will not pass by, but major prophet of God is going to step out here and give the prophecy the way they are, because in the realm of the spirit, the Lord will always show whatever want to happen spiritually to his servant, the major prophet of God, before the earth begin to know about it, because God is a spirit and there's nothing that happens at the back of God. He knows it all before they begin to happen. Before anything will happen on the face of the earth, our God has seen it all, and our God cannot allow anything to happen on the face of the earth without first of all telling his servant, the major prophet of God, that the major prophet of God should pray the prayer that he ought to pray. Because in the realm of the spirit, the major prophet of God, God has taken me to the spiritual world that I should be able to supervise and look at the things in the realm of the spirit to bring them to the physical. Because when these things are spiritually designed, we'll begin to follow them. Because I know that a lot of people that are carnally minded do not understand the things of the spirit and how they work. So I wanted to share the broadcast immediately with as many people as possible, as the message of God is coming from this altar. You can be one of the living witness. Share the broadcast immediately. Comment, I am here to witness what the Lord has to say. Be a witness, because everything that comes from this altar that the Lord has been given as revelations, they are all clear before the eyes of men. People will see it and people will be surprised. People will be wondering how is this thing happening? It is because God is God, and God can never stop being God. God can never stop being God. And that's it. I want you to know is that if it is man that is speaking, the words of men may not come to pass. But if it's the Spirit of God that has revealed to a man, and the man of God speaks out as the Spirit reveals to him, everything that is said will surely come to pass. And before I proceed to the prophecies, I have a prayer for you, that everything that God is going to reveal about your life should be blessings upon blessings. It should be favor upon favor. It should be goodness upon goodness. It should be mercy upon mercy. Everything that God has designed to do in your life should all be the will of God concerning your life, because there are a lot of things that are cooked up in the spiritual world. The major prophet of God has sighted spiritually and has seen it all, and is here this evening to begin to prophesy them, so that everybody will hear with their ears what the Lord has to say. Because the prophecy and the revelations that God is opening to his servant, the major prophet of God, is for the people of God all over the world to pray the prayer they ought to pray. Because today I stumbled on something. I saw an article where somebody was lamenting how billionaires are getting richer, and people who are billionaires, they talk about Elon Musk, and they say that Elon Musk has made over $100 billion within the election till now. And they talk about the second man, this basketball, I don't know how they call the name. He said the man has made about 60-something billion, and they talk about this what's called the young man with that called Facebook. He has made almost 90-something billion, and began to mention the names of people who has made excess money. And the man was like, oh, why is it that the billionaires are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer? And when you look at down average, you see that millions, hundreds of millions of people are on daily basis going into abject poverty. And the Lord has opened the eyes of the major prophet of God right on the crossover, that God should equip everybody should get ready to prepare on how you must be a producer of something. Because even as we have entered the year 2025, everybody must have what's called the access to production, the access to being a producer of any particular thing. But if you ask the major prophet of God to talk more on the area of your production, it should be more of things that are edible. And when you talk about things that are edible, you're talking about things that are eatable. Edible things should be the area of your concentration, because the world is tightened up. The world in general is tightened up, because there's going to be a test run of different things on the face of the earth. And all these things that are going to be test run on the face of the earth, the people who are now currently the billionaires of the earth are making what's called a plan. And these plans they are making major